And we're live.
So, a 17-year-old, that's really sad.
Oh,
Yeah, like-
I misheard it. I thought he was 70 something.
17-year-old died, 75-year-old injured, correct?
Yeah, like blew her hands all up and you know, shrapnel
Good
all in her
Lord.
face and shit.
How many
Yeah.
total bombs have there been? Like
3.
3 bombs.
Yeah.
What was
this
the
has
age
all
of the
been
other
over
one? Do we know?
like the last week and a half, 2 weeks, like ever since the second.
Yeah, that's what it looks like here. Yeah, there hasn't been one recently though, so you know that's good, I guess.
Bombs have got to be like the scariest thing in that way, you know, like any maniac can learn to make it, you know, and then what's to stop someone like a crazy person from just putting it on your doorstep like this guy's doing?
I don't know how
Like
to make a bomb, actually. I have so
I mean, I don't either, but like the Boston bombing kids figured it out.
Google exists. Here, I have a story. So, way back in my first job at QAD, or one of my first jobs, someone made a bomb, and it turned out they learned how to make the bomb on the internet. Now, this is like the mid 90s when the internet was new. So people don't know like what the scoop is with it. They're still developing their opinion. And the guy, I guess there's like an anarchist handbook or something like that. And that was on the internet. So someone Googled how to make a bomb and then hurt somebody with that bomb. Well, everyone's like, wait, what? Like that's on the internet? That was before everything was on the internet. And they're thinking, well, maybe this internet thing isn't a good idea. Maybe we should shut down the internet. Maybe the internet shouldn't happen. These are the weird things that are happening when like AOL is new. And one of my coworkers was like, you know, you can do that. So just to kind of, you know, like see what's up, he went to the search engine of the day, like Alta Vista or something. He Googled how to make a bomb, printed it out, and left it at the company printer, like without really thinking about it. Like, you print something out and it's still there 6 hours later, and you're like, right, yeah, that thing that was barely important to me.
Not a bomb instructional.
Well, yeah.
Like maybe an Excel sheet.
Yeah.
That you forget about.
So it like became this thing, and they like tracked down who printed it, like using logs and such for the printer queue. And sure enough, it was a guy I call my friend. He was kind of a really good sysadmin in IT who just hunted it down and made it happen. And they had to talk to him, but he's so good-hearted. Once you found out it was him, and he was like, I just wanted to see if it could be done. It ended there. But
Yeah, it's not. I mean, you can do the right paperwork and you can make yourself a pipe bomb. I mean,
oh, you can make it
legally,
legal?
you mean?
yeah, you can legally make yourself a pipe bomb. This guy, I know this guy.
Of course you do.
I know this guy.
What a crowd you run with.
Look, I know a lot of people. All right, they're not all maniacs. This guy's out there. We in private we're like, wish that he didn't do these sorts of things. You know, he's really poking the beast in the eye on purpose here. But basically, he was selling the pipe bomb bodies, and you know, all you gotta do is fill out your ATF paperwork, and you got yourself a legal pipe bomb. Also, Molotov cocktail bottles, you know, and you just do your paperwork and you're good to go.
But he's not selling active bombs. These are like
he's selling you everything you need to make a legal one. He's selling you the body, and he tells
so he sells
you
bomb kits, basically.
Yeah.
I don't understand the Molotov
That seems
cocktail kit.
ill-advised.
It seems like a Molotov cocktail kit is like a bottle of Absolute and a rag.
Well, Absolute isn't flammable enough, not even close. But so you'd want to use gasoline or something like that.
Okay.
But it's also defined as a destructive device by the ATF. So by making one, you've just committed a felony.
So if you wanted a legal Molotov,
yeah,
then you need to go to that guy.
Here. See how he's engraved the thing with like a serial number on the glass bottle and everything? Like you'd need to do something like that.
But if it was ever used by someone breaking the law, it's going to shatter, right? Like how would the serial number be helpful?
That's not the point of registering it. The point is jumping through the legal loophole to actually it's to prevent people from making these things. Yeah, you can make one and then throw it in your backyard or whatever, you know.
Don't film it.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm saying if you did the correct paperwork and everything,
Oh,
and
okay. I didn't follow that
like
part of it.
that's what this link here is like describing. He was selling these Molotovs for 125 and the pipe bomb bodies for 175.
I also always assumed that Molotov cocktails like had vodka or like really, really strong alcohol in there, just because it's a German or not German, a Russian word. And so, but yeah, gasoline makes a lot more sense. I doubt the Russians over there, like in the war, World War II or whatever, were wasting vodka. Like they were probably wanting to drink all their vodka, throw some gasoline. Makes sense. The more you know.
A little liquid courage to help you throw it.
Yeah,
This
to
is
help you
all
take
coming
down
together.
those evil Nazi tanks as you wait for your comrade to die so you can pick up his shitty gun.
It explains why that's never like soda bottles or something like that. You know,
Yeah,
they
I'm
need
pretty sure a Russian guy named Molotov came up with those during World War II. But this guy also made
So it is
a
just little bit absinthe, little bit vodka, and you have fun night all night, and then it gets co-opted, and then no, the Molotov cocktail is the homestand of my bar. Everyone
guy-
have fun at Molotovs. Like
this guy also made a legal suicide vest. That you could wear.
What is with this guy?
what
He
the
likes
fuck?
he likes getting attention for this sort of things and basically doing ridiculous things that for some reason are technically legal. And so that's what he does. I can't remember what the serial number was, but the serial number was something incredibly inappropriate. It was like infidel or something like that. It was something crazy. It was something very inappropriate. That's what he serialized the thing as. But he had it strapped onto a sex doll for like display purposes and stuff. He blew himself up a little last year. He's fine.
It works.
No, not with the vest.
Oh.
He is, as you can imagine, this is the sort of guy who tinkers with explosives a lot. And I don't remember exactly what he was doing, but he had a mishap, and he blew himself up a little. He's fine.
It feels like if you play with fire long enough, you'll get burned. Like it's the nature of it.
Yeah. I've talked to a lot of guys who do that sort of work, and asking them basically that question. He's like, well, if you follow these steps and these parameters, like, no, you never blow yourself up. But sometimes you want to have fun, right? And sometimes people cut corners after they get comfortable enough.
Every carpenter I know takes the safeties off their saws. They get in the way.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, stuff like that but there's protocol, for like explosives, trying to think, when you're getting rid of explosives, when you're blowing up explosives for the purpose of eliminating them from existence or whatever. There's lots of protocols those guys are supposed to go to, but this guy that's not what he does. He's sort of a provocateur with a lot of federal licensing, and
so he just pushes it to the limit for attention for the company, basically.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Because I can't imagine the market is that big for people who want to buy suicide vests and pipe bombs.
No, he's never sold one. No. He's never sold a suicide vest. He just made one to show that it could be done legally.
Now, call me a libtard all you want. I don't think you should be able to sell suicide vests. It's like, this is a defensive vest. I'll blow my whole family up before you take them. Like, we're in here and I'm wearing my suicide vest.
Let me see if I can find the picture of it. Like, he texted us a picture of it one time, and so we were just like, I don't even want this on my phone. What the fuck is this? But it's online. Let's see.
It's weird. Like, I wonder what it takes to make it a suicide vest, right? Because I'm picturing a photographer's vest. I don't know if everyone knows what they look like, but photographers always have pockets all over the front for like film and lenses and batteries or whatever it is photographers are strapping onto themselves. It seems like you could replace that with whatever they use, fertilizer or something, and make it a vest.
Yeah.
Well, there's more to it than that. There's shrapnel. You add shrapnel, and you really don't need it. Like binary explosives, like tannerite or whatever, is kind of too low velocity, so his is high explosive, and that's what like the actual terrorists use. They usually use Simtex or C4 or something they've cooked up with. I was about to start naming ingredients, but
it'd be funny if someone showed up, tried to figure it out on their own, and just like killed themselves, and that was it. The little poo fell, it went inward.
Or it's just like a vinegar and baking soda one. Just,
It just
He's
bubbles
falling
up.
off.
I use Coca-Cola and Mentos. Didn't go
stay away,
anywhere.
or your shirt's gonna be clean. Yeah, Coke and Mentos. That's your bootleg Molotov cocktail. Oh man, yeah, that's crazy. That guy's like, he's got to be stressed out all the time because he's walking a razor's edge of this shit.
I'm trying to
Of
think.
league, or I guess he must not be if he's got all his ducks in a row.
Yeah, that's the case. Like he gets plenty of like situations where he's hanging out with agents and they're, as he says, looking at him like he has a dick drawn on his forehead. Yeah.
So I
That's
went
the
in to pitch my
problem.
suicide vest, and they said, "Where's the return market?" Yeah.
Yeah.
So one time,
Yeah, part of his like never had a repeat customer.
yes.
Best suicide vest in Texas.
But yeah, that's fucked up with the guy making the bombs.
Yeah.
I don't know. I wish they would talk about. I'm always curious from my own personal standpoint as to like what kind of bomb is it? Because like when I watched the whole thing about the Unabomber, like it's kind of, you get a kind of a window into just how the genius that Ted Kaczynski was by just the makeup of his bombs. If you look into it, like he handmade every component of those things. He made his own screws. He made his own nails.
Well, that
you know,
seems excessive.
Unless you know that the FBI is going to be looking at your bomb and tracking down like where the nails might have been sourced from. And, you know, this guy, he wanted to be completely untraceable. And he was like, you know, they never caught that guy. Excuse me. They caught him, but they never caught him. He was turned in by his fucking brother. This is a guy who was so meticulous and so careful, living in a goddamn cabin. And when I say cabin, I'm being very generous. He lived in a shed.
You know, they
right?
kept it
Like-
and put it somewhere. Like
Yeah.
I saw it on Reddit recently.
Yeah.
Is it
He's
in the
still alive.
Smithsonian or something?
Pardon?
I said, was it in the Smithsonian? I forget if I saw it there or some FBI place, but yeah, they just took
I
the
saw it
whole
like a
thing.
hangar.
Yeah,
It was just like, yeah, it's there's a great show on Netflix where they break down the whole story of how he was caught and everything, and Manhunt, the Unabomber, that's what it's called, or just Manhunt Unabomber. It's really good, and you get to see like all of the psychological profiles they had for this guy and how like they were just ass backwards. They thought he was some uneducated airline employee when in fact, like I don't remember how many degrees Kaczynski had.
I'm on his Wikipedia. It says he was a prodigy mathematician.
Yeah, just an absolute genius who had decided he was going to mail bombs to people to further his cause. It's a really good show though. You should definitely watch it.
It's interesting.
And just wait, but the way he made those bombs, I feel like I never understood how they could. Well, they're the FBI. They're the guys who do this for a living. But how did they not like say, "Wow, look at this thing he's built here. This isn't some dumb. Like maybe this guy had like explosives training or like that would be my first thought. Is like this guy's got to have some sort of like ordnance disposal training or something like that. He must have like maybe he was in law enforcement. And he's seen this stuff overseas or something like. But they thought he was some dumb airline employee, and they couldn't be farther from the truth.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. You'd think they'd figure that out immediately as soon as they're like, oh, every single thing in this is handmade. I hadn't heard that before. I had no idea he made his own screws.